It's now been about 5 days since you found Elaney. 5 days since you all separated. Kind of trying to figure out what you want to do going forward. I have a good question actually for Ash. Whenever you come back this time, right, uh for the talking and the deciding, do you still bring the twins or do you wait to bring them later?
I think she would still bring them.
Okay, Slay. After about 5 days of staying with the Tuvasa and kind of gleaning what you can from the people here, from Elaney themselves, uh, you actually hear a bit of a commotion. But it's because some river heralds are actually helping ease in your boat. As you see, Motiva, Ashan, and the twins are here with it.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty quickly, Ashan is focusing on kind of like getting it tied somewhere so it doesn't keep floating around. In a way that the twins can actually get off, because if you recall, neither of them are particularly spry. They're very like strong, steadfast people. They're not like how you say delicate. So that's kind of what their main focus is. I do think that there is a very sweet sort of reunion where Will in particular is very excited to see you, Falin, and probably goes to like publicly give you a hug and a kiss on the forehead. If you want to have a more deeper interaction with him, that would be a really fun RP to have because I think that he would want to talk to you in private. But that's not. Is that good?
I was gonna say, that reminds me, I forgot to share this. There we go.
Oh yes,
Her in the
Falin
garb.
is a new outfit. Her
Oh,
baby bump is on full display.
Oh. Ah.
I'm normal.
Motiva walks up. Your boobs are out.
Oh, yeah, they're covered.
Oh my god, your stomach!
Yeah,
Ugh.
there's about halfway through at this point.
What do you mean?
The pregnancy?
It's been a month and a half.
I know that. Motiva's just
Yeah.
he's just like, but it's only been a month.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Drow pregnancies work differently. It's 5 to 6 weeks, I believe.
It's the
at this
egg
point.
thing.
Yes.
Lizard.
Not a lizard.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. But what news do you have?
Okay. She's gonna sit.
What will sit?
She's gonna say, okay, so I have 3 big things. I have amazing news. Onyx has agreed to help. So, if we take Elaney to Strixhaven right now, I will pop in and out. And I'll tell her and we'll get everything set up and it'll be really precise movement.
Okay.
She waits.
Does this mean we have a way to heal them there that does not risk their well-being?
We have the but it's useful.
That does not answer my question.
We have no. It does answer your question. We have it.
Do we have confirmation that it will work?
Several people have agreed with me that it will work. It could work.
Okay, that's good chances. Are we using the snarl, or was
It's
an
the
alternative
snarl.
found?
It's
Okay.
the snarl. It's a doctor using. It's a Professor Onyx using the snarl, most likely.
Okay.
She's a healer.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That's great.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you're expecting me to do or say something.
I was expecting you to argue with me, yeah.
Do you want me to?
You've been arguing with me this whole time, so I was just ready for you to say no. So I'm a bit caught off guard.
I'm sorry. I am perhaps not as over the moon as I would be to have some kind of concrete evidence, but if 6 different people are saying that using the snarl will be okay.
It's more like 3.
What?
I said a few. I didn't say everybody.
Didn't you say 6?
Did I say 6?
I think Motiva said several.
Oh, okay, I misheard.
Sorry.
Okay, who were the 3 that agreed with you?
Onyx,
Okay,
Rowan,
okay.
me.
So you...
I should have a vote in this. Is
You
my vote
do.
of confidence not enough?
No, it is. It just, the way you said it made it sound like there were 3 other people outside of yourself that were also voting for it.
Well, Sean hasn't given his opinion.
She's gonna look at Sean.
What?
Don't look at him. This is about me. That's my boyfriend. Get your own.
This is about many people. But that one in particular, pointing at Eleni.
No. Hi. I'm gonna try something. This is me, Ash, saying that.
Okay.
Motiva's going to use Detect Magic.
Okay. Slay, 1 second.
And she's gonna position herself close to Eleni.
Okay, are you getting in the water?
No.
Okay, 1 second. I do have to look at the map then, actually.
Oh my god.
You might not be able to get within 30 feet of Eleni without getting in the water. Which
I
would...
don't have to get in the water. I have a broom.
Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, fair. Okay, we can do that then. You fly up. Let me do this really quick.
I can get within 30 feet of Eleni.
Yeah, I said that you can.
Oh, okay.
The minute you said that you were on the broom, I was like, okay, yeah, then we can do that.
No, I mean, like, without even, like, being over the water. Because isn't Eleni still there?
Oh, I guess that is true. Well, with the depth thing is the thing, because they're 10 feet down. But I guess
Oh my
it's
God,
25.
We're doing this in 4D. You're right. I'm not gonna-
But if you want to be at the very edge with full in or flying, I think both would work. Because I think that if you're on that very, very corner, I think that's 25.
Motiva does not want Flynn anywhere near the water. She will get on the broom and hover over Eleni.
Okay,
Oh.
Slay. All right, detect magic. Let me look at it again. There is magic.
How many?
The wording
what
of the
is the
spell
highest
actually doesn't tell
level?
you how many.
Okay. What level? What school?
Okay, 1 second. I don't know them off the top of my head. Give me a second. Evocation. Do you want me to list off what that school of magic is?
Yeah.
Evocations capture magical energy and then shape it to harm your foes or protect your allies. Evocation spells often have a trait that comes from a type of damage they deal, such as acid, cold, fire, force, or sonic.
Fuck is that doing here?
It might not be the only thing, it's just the highest level thing.
Yeah.
Because
Motiva's. No, go ahead.
I actually think it's very fascinating because I went to go look at it, and I don't know if it's because the remastered does this. Oh no, neither of them do. Yeah, detect magic does not give you a number. It just tells
a
you
generosity thing.
it's either the presence or absence of magic.
I can learn if there's multiple though.
It does things at different levels.
Yeah. At heightened
Okay,
third,
that's cool.
you can learn if there's multiple effects.
That is in the legacy version then. Wait, no, in the legacy version it says heightened level 3 you learn the school of magic for the highest level. If multiple effects are equally strong, the GM determines which one you learn about.
I'm not gonna argue about this. This is silly. Motiva's just gonna call out to the Tuvasa and ask if any of them have an evocation magic item.
I don't think any of them would have a magic item. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm.
I think they raw dog
Okay.
shit, if I'm honest with you.
I would also raw dog shit if I literally was able to swim through the water. Motiva's gonna call out to the twins and the lesbians if they're still here.
They're not within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Is it just the Tuvasa and Eleni within 30 feet of me then?
I'm looking at the map.
I, as Sarah, have a theory, but it's not information Flynn would have.
Yeah, it would be just you and Philin, which you can ignore your own magic items and Philin's magic items because you know about them. There would be maybe like 1 or 2 Tuvasa. The map that I sent in earlier is not like 24/7 because they move around. They're just generally keeping an eye on Eleni. And that's basically it.
Motiva's going to park herself next to Flynn, and she's going to say, I think that Nim's theory also is holding true. I think that the magic... I think that the light around Eleni is their mana. I think that they are hemorrhaging their magic.
Sorry, I'm writing that down real quick.
That sounds similar to something that you were picking up earlier, Falin, when you tried to do that mana thing. This isn't confirmation that that's definitely what's happening, but that does sound similar to a thing I told you earlier.
And what was the third big thing?
Well, I have everybody here, and if you'd rather we do take up the offer from the Shaper that we are ready to travel. William is here to help, and so is Rowan, and he can use his magic to encase Eleni. Me, Ashan, and the twins are strong enough to carry them for long periods of time as well.
Oh boy.
I'm going to be blunt to you, Falin. I made a deal with Will, but I am not allowed to make a decision for you. This is your choice.
Do appreciate that, at least to some extent. Though I would still like your thoughts.
I think that we should head to Strixhaven immediately. I think that they need an exceptional amount of mana, and that
Can you say that again?
They are losing an exceptional amount of mana, and that
Hello?
they Hello?
Oh, you're dead. Okay, we're live again.
Motiva said, I think that Eleni is losing an exceptional amount of mana, and they require an exceptional amount of mana. So the snarl would be the quickest way to get them, to help them receive and help them heal.
Flynn will nod at that. I think she's also gonna look to Nefei. Do you have any thoughts?
I think that she said her thoughts earlier on the idea of using the snarl. If you brought it up to her.
No, she talked about liking efficiency, but also about how things like the snarl are weird.
Yeah, that's her thing. I don't think she likes the idea of using it because you cannot predict what it will do. Because it's like, I don't mind talking a bit longer about this, because then I can also give Ash exactly the wording. But basically, the way that she would describe it is like, when you have access to pure mana, you can do anything with it, but it means you need like a steady hand and you need to know what you are doing. And so if our plan is to just go to the snarl and see what happens, she doesn't think that sounds efficient. You know what I mean? Like, I think that like if Falin decides to do it, I don't think that she would keep arguing, but I think that she would be apprehensive and for lack of a better term, I think she would be mad about this plan. Especially because of... I mean, look what happened to Rowan when Rowan used the snarl. And she would say it that bitchy.
Ah!
I'm sorry,
That
Nefe's
does
kind of a
bring me
cunt.
It's okay, I love her for it. This does bring me to mine and Phelan's next point. She was going to look to Rowan and ask for her thoughts, since she seemed to have vouched for using the snarl as an option.
Yes. Ash got her opinions earlier. I would love for Ash to talk about it, but I can rehash it if you need me to.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'll misquote it.
That's okay. I got it.
No. Shush. If I got something wrong, you just correct me.
Okay, Slay.
Rowan's thing was basically that, like, the snarl would be really effective, but the problem is somebody with a really good amount of control needs to do it. Huh?
And that's where Onyx would come in.
Yeah, that actually
I'm
is like
guessing.
basically word for word about that. That actually was a really good way to succinctly explain it, because Rowan thinks it's a great idea if the right person is utilizing it. She also brought up the idea, because I think this is a very interesting thing, and she would say this too, and I think she's a bit hesitant bringing up this idea. Motiva said Eleni is like conscious and able to use magic. Nefe just is like, I don't want to just go up to the snarl and hope something good happens. If Eleni is conscious enough to cast spells, they're probably conscious enough to hopefully have the survival instinct to maybe grab a hold of the mana themselves and use it. And I think that that's kind of like an outlier idea that Rowan would have. If Will is over here, Will would start arguing with her. So you're probably having to ask people individually. I force made Motiva talk to them separately because they would argue about this so much. But thank you. That was actually
Okay.
that was a great way to explain it, Ash.
Yay!
I think before anything, Phelan would want to send one more dream message to Eleni. Specifically trying to communicate the idea of taking them to the snarl and sending like the visual of it. Just to see if there's any kind of response to that.
Do you think you stay an extra night to see?
She would bring this up to the others. And if they are willing to, then yes.
Motiva's willing.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that people don't really argue with you. I think that this is what's really, really cool in this situation is that there's a lot of people here that technically have opinions, but nobody is like 100% certain about any of the ideas that they have. You know what I mean? This is such an outlier of a situation, right? Eleni's one of a kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one in a trillion.
One in a trillion.
One in a trillion.
Literally, because ocean. So when you say the idea of like, I need to sleep on it, I need an extra day, even if you asked for multiple days, I think people would be fine with it. And we're not going to talk about how the Tufasa feel about it, because we have to do you talking to them about taking them in a real session, because it'll be a whole thing. It'll be a whole thing. Sarah knows why. But they are willing to give you this time to kind of think on it. And when you send your dream message and you go to trance, and once again, you're kind of like having these like dreams as you are trancing that are not yours, they're not memories, they are new, which is how you know that Eleni is sending them. They're always in this sort of blue cast, golden cast light. And what's really interesting is that in your dream message, you tried to communicate this plan, and you tried to communicate like what the snarl looks like, and it's this big blue ball of light, like a second sun inside the biblioplex. It's a very, very awe-inspiring and unique sight. And you see that the whole night your dream is of looking up at the snarl, this bright blue sun in the center of the biblioplex. And it almost does this like after effect of a different image superimposed on top of it. And it's the view of the sun, specifically in the primal wellspring. And the whole night is just this flickering between two images, both from your perspective.
Right, that didn't help at all.
It didn't. I'm sorry. Eleni's dreams have never been very helpful right now.
That's okay. They're fucking in it. I think they can be excused.
They're going through it right now. They are at least aware of what you're sending them, which I think is a bonus.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Man, this is a character decision, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys have to make a decision, which ultimately, because of what Ash said, means Falin has to make the first decision, and we have to see if Motiva's okay with it. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Pressure.
I would love Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna get into...
Yeah, talk us through it. Talk us through it. That's what I want on this recording.
Because I feel like this is one of those moments where, like, the differences in Falin's two lives is particularly blatant. Because that always tends to show itself when she's generally torn about something. Felindira, no questions asked, is like, yeah, go to the fucking snarl. Zavine is like, okay, as good as Onyx is at her job, that's still not a guarantee.
Howdy.
I think ultimately Falin is going to choose taking Eleni to Strixhaven.
Yes, Panini?
I didn't say anything. I'm waiting
You
for
made
you
a
to say something.
sound?
No, that was Sarah.
You made a...
That was my throat.
Oh. Sorry, I heard Panini make like a stifled laugh sound. I was like, you laugh at our agony.
I am smiling
I
at
think...
your agony.
I think Zavine can be convinced because of what Onyx is capable of, that she can be capable of this.
Motiva's gonna look to Falin, and she's gonna say this with total confidence, hand on Falin's shoulder. I think both of us can agree that if she dies doing this, it's fine.
Oh, the Onyx?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
We are not one and a brilliant.
Not drift compatible. Different thoughts. You saying that, Falin? What?
Motiva like straight is just like, what? Is that confusing?
No, I guess for whatever reason in my mind, Onyx and dying doesn't go together. She feels like an untouchable thing to me.
She feels pretty untouchable, which is why I'm not that worried. But damn, if she goes down doing something this cool, that'd be pretty cool. If she
Sort
can
of
hear
would.
us right now, I agreed with you. And she like called us. She's like, I had a conversation with you. This was a whole conversation. We agreed on our points.
Wait, what's up?
Motiva's like worried all of a sudden because she knows that they can scry. So Motiva's like calling out to if Onyx is scrying and is just like, hey, if you're mad at me for talking about sacrificing your life, we're agreeing you're not.
That's really
Your vibe is
funny.
fine. Go away.
Flynn's gonna call out. If she is listening, then she shouldn't care if we talk about her sacrificing her own life when she didn't care if I talked about sacrificing mine.
Sometimes that's the way of it.
That'd be the way of it.
I'd be alive it.
Okay. Feel free to continue having this conversation, but I now need an express detail what the exact plan is.
Motiva's going to go straight back to Strixhaven and she's going to communicate to Onyx that they have a plan. She's involved.
Because that's another thing. This is actually a thing. You will actually have to have that conversation in character because you didn't ask Onyx to be the one using the snarl.
No.
Flynn didn't know that!
Yeah, I know.
No.
Motiva didn't say that.
It's a surprise door for later.
Oh my god.
You should tell Onyx.
Like, right now?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Motiva's going to appear next to Onyx's office.
It can go ahead and be in the middle of because you already were talking about how you're updating Onyx. I mean specifically just talk about the this part.
Yeah. Motiva's going to be giving the update and she's just like, yes, Flynn has agreed to use the snarl. I had a question about that.
All right.
Your
Well,
magic is... No, go ahead.
she
Motiva
was
would
gonna
not
say-
interrupt her.
She would say, we'll need to get down to the fine details to make sure this goes off well.
Yes. I had a question about that.
All right.
These fine details. You are a strong mage. It is something that I think terrifies Flynn, and I think is something of awe for me and Rowan. You are more precise, and you are older. Do you think it would be possible for you to put the mana into Eleni? I do not think any of the other professors would be strong enough to be able to handle it.
If you want this plan to work the way I think you do, then I can't. The entire time that you have this, maybe Eleni, maybe not, here, I'm going to have to be the one suppressing Hashmal's security systems. It will have to be you or someone else. I will be busy. Because I will have to hold that the entire time until you confirm.
This pause is not in character. Hold on. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of a response. I know what Motiva's going to say. I need to figure out how.
Oh yeah, take your time. Sorry to bust that down right now. It's just I didn't think I had to tell you because I didn't know that your plan was Onyx until you came back.
Motiva's going to nod, and she's going to say, I think Rowan is fast enough to run for you whenever it's said and done. I'll take care of it.
Okay. to facilitate the speed of this plan, I'm going to give you a teleportation scroll that can specifically bring you back to the Biblioplex, so you can immediately start to work once you give me the signal. And then it's going to go back to the normal planning stages of it. I just needed that to be in character. I'm sorry.
Nice side.
I hope you think that that's cool and not a cop-out, though. I thought it was neat. Sorry you had to find out this
No.
way, Sarah.
Ah.
Ha ha ha. You can't wait for Fallen to find out. But she was not gonna tell her. She's gonna come back with a scroll and be like, oh my god, besties! I do think Motiva might try to get something before coming back to
Okay.
Strixhaven. I will find the item that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
But besides that, yeah, the entire time Motiva is just gonna be like, yep, we got it. We're so fucking set. She will be telling Ashan.
Okay. Sean doesn't like
Something-
it. Sorry, go ahead.
Something that I think is so funny about this. Will, don't make the decision for her. Motiva, okay, I will not make the decision for her. Leaves out information that robs Falin of making the decision informed.
Nah,
It's
because the thing is that she would have fully expected fucking Onyx to jump in on it. She was just like, I can't do it. And she's like, okay. Well, I have the highest magic score, so let's learn how to do surgery, boy.
okay. In Sarah's defense, you still kept key opinions of people who disapproved from the conversation, so that's still valid. Nim was like, I think this idea is dumb, and Motiva was like, well.
Motiva did share that Nim did not like it. Motiva did share that. How dare you?
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine then. I didn't hear that.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh. No, is this too mean? Oh, I'm worried this is too mean. I'm worried I should make Motiva actually tell Falin.
No, I honestly, I'm so for real. This is so juicy.
I'm so for real. I don't know if Motiva would keep it that long.
It's up to you.
Are you still recording, God?
I am recording.
Okay. Hello, recording, Ash. You're gonna cringe and skip till you get to the end. But know that I'm a good person. And so is Miva. She's not Onyx yet. Okay. I'm gonna say in the dark of the night, whenever Motiva comes back, she's gonna show Falin the scroll and she's gonna say, Falin, I messed up.
What do you mean?
I don't think I'm as charismatic as I think I am. And I was running on a couple of assumptions. And a couple of naive approaches and hopes.
What are you saying?
I don't think Onyx will be able to help us because she will be suppressing Hashmal. She will not be able to do both at once.
So then who would be controlling the snarl?
I'll take care of it. And she's gonna put her hands in Falin, and she's gonna say, you can argue with me, but I want Eleni to get better. And I can't let you do it. Not like this.
Motiva, I love you so, so much. I think you are very capable. I think you are very powerful. You are very creative. You are very strong. I do not think it is a stretch to say that it is not quite the same as Onyx.
I'm a master in occultism. I can take it. I can handle it.
I know you can handle it. I do not feel from where I am standing. Eleni is going to heal no matter what. It is just a matter of how long it takes and where. If it is between you controlling the snarl when you have never done something even remotely like that before, and you have done many things, I would feel more comfortable either keeping them here or taking them to the tree.
But what if they're not Eleni anymore?
Then we will accept them for whoever they are.
Motiva's gonna look, and she looks mad. And she says, "You already agreed on this plan. Onyx is ready to go tomorrow.
I agreed to the
Can't
plan
change."
I agreed to the plan when I thought it was Onyx who was going to be doing it.
Sarah, hold me.
I'm holding you.
We're both holding you.
Yeah.
Okay. Motiva's going to look at Falin and she's going to say, "I bet if you were in charge of controlling the snarl, you would be fine with it though, wouldn't you?" Or Rowan.
Oh!
Falin is going to look gobsmacked.
"I am better at magic than Rowan, and I'm just as good at it as you are."
Motiva, I never said that. I have no idea what I would even do with the snarl. If I thought I could control it, I would have just gone. I don't think any of us are equipped.
Do you want me to grab Nim or something? Or just a random professor?
I am saying I don't want to do this if it's not Onyx or some other being who is specifically of her level of ability.
We're not going to find anybody. She's a corpse.
Which is exactly why I don't want to do it anymore.
But we already said yes.
We can take it back.
I am not going back to her and saying, "Sorry, that was a joke."
If Onyx is not the one doing it, I am saying no.
What if I get a different planeswalker? They grow off of us like trees. I'll find somebody then.
Okay, who will you find?
I don't know. I can ask. I can go to the board, the planeswalker board.
And do you think they would help with this?
Yes. The entire point of the board is for planeswalkers to help each other.
And how long do you think that would take? I do not ask this to dismiss the idea. If you think there is another planeswalker who can handle it, then I am very much open to it. But if this is a process that would take a while to get a hold of somebody, I do not see why we cannot just start moving them to the tree while we wait.
But isn't that just as dangerous? They're leaving the font of magic here. They're leaving the magic here. So then what will we do? There's no good option. I don't like any of them.
Real quick, this is out of character question.
What's up?
What all does it take for a teleport to like a specific location to go well? Like what betters the chances?
That's a good question. I'll go look it up. I also wanted to send this thing in here because it might be something that could influence your opinions. Teleportation spells. Oh, there's not that many teleportation spells.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I have to look at these.
Teleportation
the-
is extremely high level in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Well, even just with the planeswalking thing.
Oh,
Oh,
planeswalking?
planeswalking?
Yeah.
That's different. You basically have to, for planeswalking specifically, you have to like kind of like feel your own way through consistently being able to like get to a plane or a location. So as an example, Motiva can freely planeswalk to Strixhaven because Motiva had to succeed on a couple different checks that were of varying like levels of like unreliable, and now Motiva can fully planeswalk to Strixhaven, right? Ashan can also do that with Zendikar, but like as an example, coming back to Ixalan, Motiva can technically find her way to Ixalan, but she has to roll to have any sort of like, I guess precision in like where she's going, and it's going to take a couple more rolls before you can consistently not fail at getting to Ixalan.
Yeah, the places Motiva can planeswalk to, as far as I was aware, was Strixhaven, Ravnica, and Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way that Motiva made this easier, though, if you're asking that, is that she swallowed a jar of dirt. That's not
Yeah, that's how she does it. She does it a couple times, and she likes to consume earth from that plane.
Nice.
Yeah, creature. With Ashan, he just goes back and forth enough times, and becomes familiar with. Yeah, he takes rocks. He is familiar with his blind eternity. He can recognize the like composition of the earth of certain planes, in a vague sense. Because his blind eternity is hyper specific and it deals mostly with rocks. But I would love to hear your thought with planeswalking.
I think, with all that in mind, then in response to what Motiva said about moving them being just as risky, Flynn is going to kind of shrug and say, okay, then we can have them wait here until you find someone else.
Are you gonna leave without me?
To the tree? No. I know I have gathered a bit of a reputation for being risky. But that is when it is myself. This is Eleni's life right now. I don't want to risk that.
But isn't that an extension of yourself?
Eleni?
You, Motiva, like, starts like stomping around. She says, "You might be pregnant with their kid. I know that Eleni. Shouldn't they know? Shouldn't they be able to know? Not whatever could come from this body.
That's heavy. That's a good line.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You're thinking so hard about how to make this as safe for Eleni as possible, but whenever I was stuck in that conscious undead coma, whenever I was turning into this, I had no dignity. When I woke up in Ravnica after taking some potion a week later, it was horrible. It's horrible to wake up from this. It hurts your body so much, Falin. You think they're just sleeping, but it hurts. Whenever they wake up, the longer they're asleep, the longer it hurts. So even if whoever comes out of this isn't Eleni, they'll hurt. They'll have to go to physical therapy for longer and longer. A month is a long time. I will
Motiva,
grab... What?
Have you been in pain this entire time? Have you been going to therapy?
I had to whenever I would come in and out of my physical crap with the transforming into a Huldra. I am always in pain. That's just the way of it. This isn't about me.
Motiva, I didn't know any of that.
This isn't about me.
And yet you brought yourself into it. This does go into my decision. If you think that they will be in greater pain the longer they wait, that does affect my decision. If keeping them here is just going to make them suffer, then I don't want to wait.
There's no right decision. That's why I'm so upset. That's why I'm upset. There is no right decision, and that's why I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
I was gonna take a breath and wipe at her face. Okay. Ooh. We will try this. That is what we're going to do.
Do you want me to still go to the Planeswalker board?
Only if you think we could get somebody by tomorrow.
Might as well. I'm sorry, Falin.
Honestly, I'm thankful.
Won't lie. I've been arguing and yelling at you this entire time.
Yes, but you've been honest. Part of what made the wait so hard back on Strix before we found out what Eleni was is that everyone else seemed to just be fine. Maybe a bit worried, but nobody was showing it. It felt like I was the only one. Seeing how much you were worrying about them lets me know you care.
I wasn't worried about them at first. I thought they might have just been like me and Ashan, where they might have been. In another world, Lainey would have been running around here and we would have run up to them and it would have been funny. But that didn't happen, so whenever I saw that they were knocked out, I didn't know what to feel anymore. Not really.
Flynn is going to take Motiva's hand and is just going to say, well, thank you anyway. Are you sure you're willing to be the one to control the snarl if we can't find anyone?
Yeah. I'll find a way to make my magic stronger. Yeah, sure. What do you want, little evil creature? You have to say
This
it out
is-
loud, otherwise I won't know what's going on.
It's not. I say devil on your shoulder. It's not because it's an evil idea. It's just putting an idea on the table that you guys didn't already think of.
Okay.
Now, you know, this, that, and the other two-player game, narrative, thematics. What if it wasn't just one person?
I was kind of thinking about that.
What
I'm
if
like,
you
"Ooh,
tried
I
it
don't-"
together?
My pregnant wife. Oh.
I keep imagining, like very, like, fucking... I don't know, I just think it's so fascinating, the idea of trying to craft a spell to save Elaine's life together.
That's the thing!
I think it would be very easy and thematic for it to be just like, oh, Motiva threading the magic, but Falin actually putting it inside of them.
Yeah.
Man.
The one who actually does medical.
Oh my god, yeah, because Motiva is getting the abstract and, like, the idea and, like, the power of it, and Falin is, like, honing it in with the precision. That's cool.
Yeah!
That's really sick.
I do think Falin would bring up that idea of, like, if it gets down to it, and we don't find another crazy powerful planeswalker with lots of experience, maybe you don't have to do it alone?
Motiva, slightly red eyes, has not started crying yet, looking at Falin. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You're pregnant.
Okay, but what if I'm not dealing with the snarl directly? Huh?
Motiva's gonna take a second and she's gonna say, okay. Hold on. And secret meeting. Boop, 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 boop. Motiva's gonna try and grab Rowan.
Okay, secret meeting with Rowan. Okay, secret meeting with Rowan. How are you gonna open that?
Secret meeting. Motiva's gonna grab Rowan and just be like, "Okay, bestie, I need to talk to you."
Okay, what's
Haha.
up? We're huddling down. What's up?
Are we huddling with Falin? Is Falin here in this huddle?
Is Falin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go. We're huddling now.
Okay, we're huddling. Motiva's gonna look to Rowan and just say, "So it turns out Onyx won't do it. She can't."
No, shit. I told you I'm not a healer, but, like, I really can do it if you really need somebody. I've done it before. I'm pretty sure I could do it again.
So what we have here is 3 people who are very good at 3 different things. If you manage to take the magic out of the shit itself. I can whittle it down to something manageable, and then Flynn can inject it.
This. Sorry, this is Panini. This is even cooler. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Let's fucking go!
Okay, sorry. I'm going to talk above table on how cool this is because so to my understanding, the idea is Rowan, who already knows a little bit of her own limit with the snarl, right? Pulling it. You do know that Rowan's control is very bad. So it would be Rowan pulling on the snarl and almost like whipping out or like lashing out with like slightly tempered but still very wild magic. Motiva, who's very quick on her feet, grabbing it and trying to turn it into something usable, and then Falin, who's literally an arcane scholar, finishing the job. Is this the plan?
Yes.
This fucks.
Yeah.
This fucks,
Yeah.
and Rowan thinks you're so fucking cool.
We're going to have to make a spell. I'm sorry, Rowan. We're going to have to make a spell. You're going to have to help.
Oh, it's been so long since I've done spellcrafting.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
When there's this many of us together, there's nothing we can't fucking do. Okay?
Hell yeah.
I'll do my best, but you're gonna have to make up for it, huh? And she's gonna like jostle you, Motiva.
She's gonna jostle Flynn. She's gonna be like, we got this. I have terrible news. Motiva would want to tell everybody that they're doing this.
Will's gonna
yeah.
hate
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Will is gonna
Oh, yeah.
hate this.
Good luck with that at RP, Bessie.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I was
RP
gonna
that out.
say.
He's gonna hate it.
Yep.
I'm sorry if
I
he's
think
gonna manipulate male wife mansplain, trying to put you into not doing it, but
Motiva smiling at Flynn. That's a William conversation for you later.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
You're gonna have to get him to agree because we still need to dry freeze Eleni over. So
yeah.
Mhm. I'll try.
Okay, Slay. Okay. Nefei actually would be more heartened by this idea. The idea of more cooks in the kitchen, actually, Nefei is like, okay, yeah, we can figure something out.
Yeah.
Like, because the way that Nefei sees it is that there's now so many people with hands in the pot that if one person fucks up, there's now, like, somebody else who can, like, fill in the gaps. You know?
Mhm.
Rowan thinks it's really cool. Rowan is, blessed to help. Sean did not like this plan for a minute. I feel like also is kind of chilled out with the idea of multiple people kind of bearing the load. Will, you're gonna have to talk to. He hates it.
Yeah.
So I now want a very clear-cut timeline. I'm gonna shoot out what it sounds like to me, right?
Yeah.
The plan is to tell Onyx, right?
Yeah.
Motiva comes back. Get Eleni plane shifted to the Biblioplex. Immediately start, because this will be Onyx messing with Hashmal. It'll be Rowan, Motiva, Falin until it works. I'm willing to tell you, obviously the Hashmal is a timed event because things will be happening because of it, right? It's not something that people don't notice, right? So you will have like a couple minutes maximum. Like less than 5. It'll be like an initiative situation. That'll be really slay, right? And then question mark, profit.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. What are you gonna do about the Tuvasa?
I have a +4 to charisma.
Do you think you could talk to them?
I will try to talk to them.
Thank you.
If your plan is to just try to talk to them, I'm going to go ahead and warn you. Originally, when you encountered these people, if you were going to try to take Fellaini from them, it was going to end in combat. I need you to know that this is how big of a deal it is.
Why the fuck do they care so much? They're not yours.
They care though.
Falin actually has information about that. Fun fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is going on?
They care.
That's it?
They're able to tell that there's like some kind of divinity related thing going on with Eleni. They aren't like worshiping them or anything, but
It's like reverent
this is
respect.
a very this is like reverent respect. This is like a treasured fucking thing that they're doing.
No. I got this. Ruzzy
Yeah.
chill. I got this. I know exactly what my people will say to them.
Okay, Slay. If you want to prep me your angle ahead of time in like DMs, I would love that because that would help me. But yeah, that's basically the thing, and like I'm willing to tell you ahead of time because they alluded to this in the first time you talked to them. They aren't going to allow you to take Eleni if they think that your idea will end in failure. And they basically think that they are sure that their way will work because it has been working.
Okay.
So, if you try to take Eleni, you can. They might fight you on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These guys do have stat blocks.
So do I, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
level 5.
Okay, Slay. So, that's the whole plan. This is going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole thing from start to finish. There's a lot of variables in this, but that's very Slay. And you're going to try to do it tomorrow?
ASAP.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. That means that... if it works, it'll be exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks after Eleni sparked.
Man.
Which is only 8 weeks after the start of the fucking school year.
God! We've missed so many classes.
4, 5. There's only 5 weeks until you lay egg.
The fucking egg timer.
Yep, I have it.
The fucking egg timer.
Oh wait, actually no, less than that. 4 weeks. When you get close enough, I'm going to start rolling for it in case it's early or late. Fun fact. Gotta keep you on your
Man.
toes. Okay, Slate, is there anything else you guys want to tell me about this plan or that you want to do with stuff? Any stuff you want to try? Any things you want to ask? Some of the stuff will have to be an RP if it's very narrative. Sorry again that this one has been very above table for me. The horrors.
No, it's okay.
I will say, I think Motiva's gonna have 2 RPs with the cabin gang.
With who? Oh, Nim and Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay, Slay.
One is gonna be more pleasant. Slay.
What
Slay! Oh,
Yeah?
I think one other thing that Phelan would want to bring up is, like, Rowan, Motiva, and her are going to be the ones actually doing the shit with the snarl. Phelan would feel better if there was also just generally other magic users around them. She doesn't know what they would be able to do if things go wrong, but, like, she'd feel better about it.
I'm pretty sure Will and Ashawn technically can do magic.
Yeah. And then Nefei can't technically do a lot of spellcraft, but Nefei works with mana. I don't know if that helps you.
It would. For Phelan, it would.
Slay. Good. There also is the option... Now, you might have to fight Motiva on this one. There is the option of Nim and Kai, because they also know. And there also is another person that knows about this plan that I don't think Motiva talked to.
Huh?
Because Ashawn told Dariga about the plan.
Oh.
Technically, you could actually go behind my back to tell Ashawn to go tell Nim and Kai. You technically could do that.
You could do that. They're all here.
Could do that.
That would be kind of
I don't
fun.
think Phelan would. It would be fun. I don't think Phelan would want to. She wouldn't want to go behind Motiva's back like that.
Okay. You're too honest.
Yeah, she would bring up the idea to Motiva.
Okay, fine. I guess Motiva might actually talk to them about it, because Motiva was going to tell them about that she was doing this, so it might just come up inevitably.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. They might
Indubitably.
just be like, you can't tell me no. Can I tell you something really fun? I love how much details you guys didn't actually share about your mini sessions. It's really, really fun to me, actually, because it makes sense. It's very realistic. Do you want to hear something really funny about Motivas that has to do with, like, Nim and Kai?
I would love to hear. I wanted to be a fly on the wall so bad.
Can I talk about it, Ash?
Oh, absolutely.
Nim was basically theorizing what could be happening and what would be good for them. Nim, again, was very against the idea of using the snarl, so they're a bit sour, personally. But Motiva was just like, yeah, like Nim was like, oh, I really wish that, like, I could see Eleni because I would know how best to treat them. And then, like, straight up, Motiva was like, oh, I don't want you to do it. I want Onyx to do it.
Hey, there is nuance to that.
Yeah,
Don't
there
act like
was
wasn't
nuance, but
to
they did
Motiva
not
saying
like
that.
it.
Man.
Yeah.
That's all they heard. I know you had nuance to it. That's all they heard.
Hee
Nim said, but I want to do it. I can do it.
And then it was like, oh, you hate me?
I-
Oh, you don't trust me? Oh, you think I can't do anything?
I think that this honestly might lead to Nim being like, let me see them first. Let me see the baby.
Yeah. Take me over there and let me see the baby. If you guys want to have more in-depth, like, conversations with people and their opinions on stuff too, I love doing that. Everybody involved has very strong opinions. That includes talking to Doriga if you want to, Ash.
Yeah.
Please, 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 please.
Please.
Please, please,
and,
please.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Wait, are you still recording?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Do you want me to stop?